Yes. And I'm off.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. At any rate, we need to hurry.
And I'm off.
Going. Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us. Going.
Now this should be fun. That won't stop me. Yes.
Yes. Huh.
Yes. Dogs. All right. And I'm off.
Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
And I'm off. Yes.
The beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. I do not mind. Take your time. We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I wonder at that myself, but she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you. What a sensible attitude. Mother is seldom sensible, however. She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you. Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
And I'm off.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army... Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal. He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I will stay.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution. I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against a blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so? I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval. I may have answers. Ask. 'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes? Mother was alone long before I came, and will be so long after I am dead. Such is her choice, though I suspect she would claim the choice was made for her. From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here. What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly. 'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing. I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way. The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us. You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated. I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Oh, 'tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear. Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging up. Oh, I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done. That is between the world and me. Your business. It is not a matter of power. No one What is important is that you are both Grey Wardens. In that, you are more powerful than I by far. I am but an... Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be looking for new spells. Secrets you think old Flemeth has cooked up over the years. Well, they're of no use to you without years of practicing my ways. I am not like your circle with its books, you see. Not that I would mind a handsome lad to order around for a year or so.
If I were you, I'd take the Darkspawn.
Since before I was wrinkled and old, Ah, you may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her. I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete. Huh. Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Ah, may your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
About the Darkspawn? Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the Archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the Blight. This Tairn Loghain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the Archdemon, unless it finds you first. Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy. Me? I don't want a dog. I can barely take care of myself.
So many comments come to mind, I cannot even begin to choose.
At any rate, he must remember you helping him back at Ostagar. You're imprinted. Lucky you.
And I'm off.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on. Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? You want to pay more? Well, we'll happily accept donations. I could be mistaken, but that sounded threatening.
Sounded like a threat to me.
Interesting, because you seem a bit outnumbered.
A mage? Ah, I don't want to be a toad.
Nobody's turning you into a toad, you sniveling bastard. But we'll, let the toll go. Just this once.
Ah, don't turn me into a toad!
Let's wipe them out.
Now we
All right,
Approve.
we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all. Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. I'm sorry. Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts. Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much. It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tairn Logain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know? Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way. Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tairn Logain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens. Well then, let me go! What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier. Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear. Bless you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first. I agree. Have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first. Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away. Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
I can give you directions, if you like. Technically, the Circle of Magi is independent. We don't know that the Chantry won't support us, of course.
You truly believe that?
If we speak to the first Enchanter, he should see that his responsibility to the Grey Wardens supersedes anything the Chantry or even Tairn Loghain might have to say about it. Then you have a plan. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready. So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
I want to go home.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
there. If you're looking for safe shelter, move on if you can. Lothering's lost. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend. I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense. The band has marched north with Tairn Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Ah, look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth. 'Tis sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
And I'm off.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread... Let all repeat the chant of light.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons. One of them that can only say the chant. My father fixed Widow Allison's room.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto...
There's all sorts of things on his board. Even unless it's the chant.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the... What?
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him? I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The band left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us. My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn. No, I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn. I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. You were right. I will go.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us. You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Your king is dead! There is no hope!
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. We turn none. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker. The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that. Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the... Make...
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you... It's so... Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? You could...
The nerve of these...
He is charging outlandish prices.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of...
I have limited supply.
You bought most of your wares from these very...
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these...
They spend their very last coin because...
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps, if that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must.
Fine, fine, done.
So, we have come...
Thank you.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. All right.
All right.
I'm cold. I don't like this. Have you seen my mother? She's really some mean men with swords. She said she'd be right behind me. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. Why not? Why would she leave me here? But she must be coming. I don't know. Maybe I should go home and look. No. I don't like this. Have you seen my mother? She's really some mean men. She said she'd be right behind me. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday. Why not? Why would she leave me here? But she must be coming. But... Have you seen my mother? She said she'd be right. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I will. You're a really nice... Have you seen my mother? She said she'd be... He went with William to the neighbours yesterday. Why not? Why would she leave me here? But she must be coming. I don't know. Maybe I should go home and... Then what should I do? I have nowhere to go. And I'm hungry. I will, but you're a real...
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Got a brother that fell at Ostagar.
So how is
we're
it
not
that
next?
Logain survived? When even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south.
I heard he saw just in time with those great and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Kalen.
Greetings, my lord. Maker's blessing.
Ah, don't mind him.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance. Same reason the tavern keeper's letting folks sleep on the floors, but he can only... They're not here to defend us. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're desert... Is there any reason to be happy? With the king, you'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it? It was? More will probably come. You might not want to go in. It... And good luck to...
Well, look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Tern Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
Now let's...
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing.
You might not want to go in. Tavern's... The tavern keeper... I hear they almost... You'd think those soldiers...
Too bad King Kalen. Blast those Grey Wardens.
Well, they're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors.
I doubt he would listen.
I am not the blind one. Enough talk.
Right.
done. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I was there. The turn pulled us out of a trap. What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help. I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was. Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along. The Maker told me to. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down. Indeed.
Blast and damnation!
Oh, nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
I'll have no fighting in my kitchen. Out with you.
Yes.
Allow me. I could do that for you. I'll do it.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden. I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. Thank you. When you've completed a mission, make us...
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleak. I got other gear to sell. Oh, mess of... All have hungry bellies, sad. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrage. Hardly. Or maybe a cantankerous so cool. But now, that gouger is a... people get more desperate by the day. You will. Odd thing to be doing. I got other gear to sell. Check the chanter's... I don't suppose you know anything about... I figured I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them... Well, there's... I don't really know what you need. Any luck with that poison? There should be enough around to make some. Any luck with that poison? There should be enough around.
Gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in low. They had it coming, and they were... Right then, name's Denial. Sorry I can't chat much. Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the air. There's knights from Redcliffe. The urn holding her ashes is a myth. Maybe here's the blight. Anything else I can get you? Thank the Maker we didn't lose Tiernan Logan. Anything else I can get you? When Tiernan Logan marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I have no qualm with you, whatever the... What can I get you then?
Did you see... out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who can hold a sword into service.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much, we thought it would be safe. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
That's wonderful.
I can't thank...
Back! Oh, you there! You look able... Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that... I'm not arguing... Perhaps.
All right.
Terran low...
Any luck with that poison? Or you...
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything better to do. Don't get it.
Yes.
Hello, stranger. Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want none to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village. He doesn't have any poison. He can be a bit eccentric.
You're such a handsome dog. I think that every time I look at you. Lady Cecily, I lived with her after my mother died, had a dog. A small one bred to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh, yes, Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Razor sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me. once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived, but he never came near me after that. On my way.
You got a bed for the night? You taken care of? Ever since good King Cailan passed, I'm the elder here and I've my hands full. Sir Bryant at the too much to do. I don't suppose you know anything of then you make all manner of... There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help me.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
You know this place will be over soon. If we go, we won't be able to come back.
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace. A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not?
The revered mother said...
It is. I am Sten of the Beresad, the You mock me. Or you... though it matters.
Not to put too fine a point.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. The people of a farmhold, 8 humans, in addition to the 20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most. Compared to your kind, maybe. Death will be my atonement. Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime? The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then? My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is... Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
To be left here to starve? Or to be...
We done her... I don't know if you killed... But that...
Which one first?
I never liked this part. Defend yourself! Thomas! You forced our hand! Let's make this quick! For the Grey Warden!
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say?
Oh, is that so? You...
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet.
If Arl Eamon were well.
But if Arl Eamon is...
Our only hope now is a miracle. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing it. My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all that. If you're truly interested, there are... Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon, and tell the Arlessa exactly that. My fellow knight and traveling companion. He is delayed. What? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fate. Why is that, if I may ask? The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck...
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe House.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. Thank you.
Yes? Who might you be? I am... You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights? Then what might I do for you? I was there at the farm. The revered mother ordered... But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all. You can ask the revered mother. I say let him... The revered mother. Normally our role is to protect the Chantry, and seek out unsanctioned magic. Travel safe. Hello again. What can I do for you? Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off? Indeed. That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your efforts? If it interests you, then... No. Unless there's something else. If the matter is important. Normally our role is to... My concern is protecting these people. We have more than swords. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas. In her study, no doubt. Preparing what she will take when we... Our ban was summoned by Tairn Loghain, and if the matter is important, so other than the none of it is good. Tairn Loghain is set to declare himself none that we know of. Tairn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and is... If Arl Eamon was... I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a Now, unless there's something else you need. They are. We will Now, unless there's something else you need. I see. Tairn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the King's death. You know this, I hope. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is travel...
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light...
Yes? What can I do? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. I guess I'll see you on the...
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last. To the ears. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble. darkness upon them.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness.
Good day, Sister Lady.
It is good.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making it? I am the revered mother of this chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first. Might I suggest 30 silver? I understand. What can I do for you then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. He butchered the child said his father had found the Canary the bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He confessed quite readily. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. And what do you say on?
These are a new...
Were things not so desperate?
Thank you.
When the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication.
Going.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with. So, set me free and I will follow you against the I have spent my life in the vanguard. I know, and so I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. Then may we
Blood and damnation. Indeed.
Now, let's see. Which one first?
All right.
Let's make this quick.
All right. Yes. All right.
You should run while you can.
Going.
Yes?
Yes.
Any luck with that poison? Oh, splat. Yeah. Well, I still don't have food.
Neighbor fled the city yesterday. Myself.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal.
Those are all...
As you wish.
Defend yourself!
Let him all would...
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Huh.
Hello.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. He did. He said he felt the archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Ah, it's good to see. I saw your camp and thought to myself, I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. I can see why you might be suspicious. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here... If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road. Anything? Sadly, it also makes us a target for... I'm sure you... The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. And there you have it. If there's anything I can do... I was a merchant there, too. I ran a fairly successful business. One day, a noble woman... Apparently, he'd been lost in a cave-in, you see. They were made specially for him. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. No, well, I didn't steal them. You see, the lost tags, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. That's exact. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's bracelet. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? Look, the things in the lost, it's not all that different up here. There are places people flee from the blight with good, and some... Is that so bad? They destroy... That's what I tell myself, too. I'm sure...